Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make coffee buns. For the water roux or tangjong, we need 50 grams of bread flour and 250 ml of water. Combine the flour and the water using a whisk. Mix it well. Make sure that there's no lumps of flour. And then we're gonna go to the stove with the heat setting at the lowest. Continuously stir this until it thickens, which will happen pretty quickly. And this is the consistency that we're after. We're gonna turn off the heat now and transfer this into a clean bowl. Then make sure that the cling wrap is touching the roux, and then we will let this cool down in the fridge completely. 50 ml of warm milk, 70 grams of whipping cream or heavy cream, 2 1/3 cups of bread flour, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 packet of yeast, which is 7 grams, 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar. This is half a cup of water roux, and we need 1/4 cup of butter. Begin by adding 1 tablespoon of sugar into the warm milk. Then add 1 packet of yeast, which is 7 grams. And then give it a mix and then let this sit for about 10 minutes or until it is. I'm using my stand mixer, but you can knead this by hand. So we're gonna combine all the ingredients except for the butter. So in no particular order, we're gonna add all the ingredients. So I added in the yeast mixture, the heavy whipping cream, the eggs, now the sugar, the flour, bread flour, salt, and the water roux. And then we're just gonna knead this for about 5 minutes. After about 5 to 6 minutes, we can add in the butter. It should be at room temperature. And then at this point, the dough will be sticky, but don't be tempted to add any more flour. That's all the flour we need for this recipe. And then knead this for another 4 minutes. As you can see here, the dough is still a bit sticky, but I will not add any more flour. So in my wooden board, I'm gonna lightly knead the dough. And if you feel it's a little bit sticky, all you need to do is to stretch it and whack it towards your wooden board, just like so. That will stretch and make the dough not sticky anymore. And then we will let this rise in a warm spot for about 1.5 hours or until the dough doubled in size. Place it in a clear bowl with a little bit of oil as well. The dough has doubled in size, so we're ready to divide the dough. So I'm gonna divide my dough into 40 grams each, but it's up to you how big you want your coffee buns to be. But remember, the bigger it is, the longer baking time it is. So again, my dough is about 40 grams each. And then shape each dough into round shape, just like so. And now press it lightly. And then I've got salted butter, which I cut into cubes that I will put in the middle. Gather all the sides towards the middle to enclose the butter. Then using your palm, form it into round shape again, and then lightly press it to flatten it. I'll show you one more time. 3 tablespoons of powdered milk, 3.5 teaspoons of instant coffee, 1 tablespoon of hot water, 2/3 cup of plain flour, 1 cup of powdered sugar, half a cup of butter, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk. Combine the hot water and coffee to make coffee paste. Mix well and set aside. You can use handheld mixer, but I'm using my stand mixer this time. I begin by breaking off the butter first. And now I can add in the powdered sugar. At this point, we can add the coffee paste. Make sure that the coffee paste is at room temperature so it will not melt the butter. And then start mixing. Occasionally scrape down the sides of the bowl to ensure that everything is mixing well. Then add the eggs. Now this is the flour and the powdered milk. Give it a mix, and then we'll just gonna add this to the butter mixture. Is now ready. Now you can put this in a piping bag while waiting for the dough to finally finish rising. Now that dough has finally risen, we're ready to pipe the topping on top. So we're just gonna pipe it in a spiral motion, just like so, about halfway of the dough. Just like this. And then we will bake this at a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 13 to 15 minutes. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let it cool down before you transfer it into the platter. When it just came out of the oven, the topping is crunchy. When it cools down, it will become soft and a bit sticky. And this is our finished product. I hope you give them a try. They're really good. And then just to show you what it looks like when you cut it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. By the way, this bread is really soft, light, and very airy.